Okay, let's... Now I can call this the final one. This is 11 o'clock. Too many uncontrollable variables. Osmond was to be expected, and yet he's the one who's given us no trouble at all. Our cover as transfer students have worked admirably. None of the staff has even given us a second glance. The biggest annoyances so far have come from students. First years to boot. Team Ruby has gotten in the way of the operations and failed time and again. Of course, one of them should be tied to the White Fang, now that the focus has moved to Mountain Glen. Though, that's nipped in the bud. And Team Jade? I thought I could use them in their semblances, but I may have overplayed my hand. I wanted them to kill a gargantuan Grim to free smaller ones from its influence and attract more towards Beacon. But then they actually went and destroyed those too. They've become suspicious. The only silver lining is that I know enough about them to also ruin their own operations, but I'll need to be careful now to make our interests mutually exclusive. Which may as well already be for all I know. I should have researched them more before. Unbecoming. My lady, look at yourself. Didn't you tell me you could accomplish this? Yet here I find you obsessing over your lack of control. No plan survives first contact, my lady. And obsessing over the details, especially those out of my control, has always served me well. Indeed it has. To what do I owe this honor, my lady? Have I displeased you in some way? Not at the moment, no, but something has come up. And I would have you look into it. There we go. Another full charge. Thanks, big burp. But Bella, what's wrong? Nothing wrong exactly. It's just I never ever got this much aura in me before. It feels like a bit like overeating. Oh, I see. Hopefully you don't throw up then. That'll be a waste. Noah. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Noah. Titania, what's wrong? Have you seen Janara? Maybe when you got off the bullhead? Can't say I have. Oh, of course not. Damn it. Titania, what happened? Why are you looking for Janara? Because this. A piece of paper? What? Is she crazy? She showed herself to Osmond. Oh boy. So, I heard you've been asking about me? You? I'm Janara, and you're Osmond, the headmaster, right? Yes, I am. You want to hurt me or something? Hurt? No. Okay, then what do you want with me? Nothing. Nothing in particular. I just like to talk. Talk? Alright, sounds doable. But not here. I don't trust you. I understand. Where then? And when? Let's say we meet in Vale next Sunday. 10 a.m. in Vale, but what's wrong with Vale? Just your appearance. Oh, that. Already tried. They just think I'm some kind of honest. I see. No problem then. Of course not. I gotta go now. I hear someone coming. Yes, that's understandable, considering you... Anyway, I'll see you next week. That's what we said, yes? Ciao. That is by far one of the weirdest conversations Ospen probably ever had. Ospen? Are you alright? What happened? I just had the strangest visitor. Through the window, I noticed. Did they leave? Why didn't you call for help? There was no need. They weren't threatening, I'm not helpless, and more importantly, I confirmed that our mysterious Janara is in no way tied to Salem. You mean it was the girl that... Yes. So it seems I got invited to a play date? You what? Even Glinda is confused. Do you understand? A young girl who resembles you in appearance. She's also supposed to be a magic user and to have attacked the Chimera in the Burrito Forest. You have a lead in mind. I suggest you pursue it. My lady, pursuing it may cause me to come into contrast with out-of-control details. My lady, I'm thinking. She's thinking? Tread carefully. Your mission takes priority. As you wish, my lady. She had to think about what takes priority? Who is this girl? Janara, are you out of your god's damn mind? No need to shout. Why are you shouting? You needed a distraction to get into the vault and help Amber. Now you have it. What are you upset about? Do not even try to shrug this off. If you seriously thought this wasn't going to be a big deal, you would have done it behind our backs. It wasn't in the end. He didn't attack me or anything. He just wants to talk, and he agreed to meet in the middle of Vale. He's not a threat. Janara, I understand that you want to help Amber, but that's not an evaluation you can do on your own. That's not an evaluation any of us can do. Why? Because we don't know enough about him, and what little we know of him doesn't inspire trust. And what little we know of him doesn't inspire trust. Most importantly, we know nothing about his semblance. We understand that you wanted to help and that you picked a public place, but if that doesn't impede him, what if he agreed, because even a public place with a crowd is not an obstacle if he wants to abscond with you, for instance. I understand what you mean, but I need to do something. Amber needs our help, doesn't she? This is the best chance we have. Titania? Noah? I understand your worries, but she's right. Okay, for what it's worth, I don't think Osmond's interest in Janara is nefarious, but I feel it's personal. You are not meeting him unchaperoned. Professor Peach will need to distract Miss Goodwitch. We need Pain to get into the vault, and Jack to show me and Bella inside. Titania, you and Evelyn will have to keep an eye on her. And Phil will help. I'm sure of it. Jack won't be happy. Let me give her a call. I see. Yeah, I agree. In this situation, the best thing we can do is roll with it. Yeah, be sure to tell Professor Peach as well. I'll be back by 8 p.m. Trouble in paradise? Maybe. but it concerns a part of our lives you're not privy to yet. I think you will reconsider that once you hear what I got for you today. Someone's confident, so you didn't ask me here just to ask me out? And I'm confident, and I'm the confident one. As I said the first time, I don't go for people younger than me. Anyway, it's actually information concerning Wester von Goth. A little piece of information that I think will make all the difference. About Wester. From what you told me, you only have partial information about his semblance. I've given you some about his recent past, but you know nothing about his beginnings. Now, what would you say if I told you that I could shed some light on that? Alright, I can't say that I'm not interested. Since we discovered that Wester has been planning all of this at least since he was a student at Beacon, his motives and plans must be tied to his past. Probably. So what is this information worth to you? I think I'll tell you what we've discovered about Peak. Time to get involved in our troubles, Miss Lavender. So I can get further interested in it and dig up more information for you, huh? Clever girl. Well, at least now we have a plan. And Osmond should behave. I mean, it's not like I've ever thought that Osmond would actually hurt a child. Still, his interest in Janara is... I just don't trust the guy. And anything that interests him in a personal matter, when it keeps his calculated distance from everything else, Janara makes that guy tick. And I can't begin to understand why. More than what he could do, what worries me is what he could say to her. The only explanation I could think of is that Osmond somehow knows the person Janara is modeled after. But if that's true, then how come he doesn't know anything about the boss? The questions just keep on popping up, don't they? I wish some answers came our way already. Bold. Being full of openings in front of a sniper. How long have you been there, May? Long enough for your chocolate to start getting cold. Oh, it has, hasn't it? Damn it. Let me buy you a new one. I wanted to talk to you anyway. Oh, nonsense, I'm buying. So done letting other people paying for my food and mishaps. What do you take? In that case... Mocha, please. Did I have enough money for it? So what was on your mind? Yep. Yet another mystery that showed up in front of us. With no answer in sight, just conjectures and hypotheses. At least it's not a cause of immediate danger this time. I guess that's a bonus. But that's the thing with the unknown. You never know when it may turn into a danger. Don't I know it? Anyway, you said you wanted to talk to me? What about? Remember when I told you that I would cash in on that favor sooner rather than later? You need help with something? Also, why didn't you just talk to Jack then? She's our leader. She is, but you're the person who made the offer. In person. Anyway, it's not something immediate, but for the future. I see. So what is it? A hunt. A hunt? You need help hunting what exactly? A Grim. Just one? Just one. I need to know more. Sure. You probably know by now that hunters and students get assignments sent on missions. Some are long-term, some are short-term. Most are organized by the kingdom's hunter coordination structures. But some are private requests. Now, do you know which kind of missions private citizens request the most? No, I don't. Corpse tags or heirlooms retrieval. Even without the Grim, We had a world war not too long a time ago. Most of the people who went to fight in it didn't have aura, and those who didn't return are even more numerous. I see. They have relatives, of course. Parents, spouses, children. Many are still alive today, while the last spoils of their loved ones slowly crumble away in some forgotten battlefield on Remnant. The Grim I need to hunts one such battlefield to the west of Vale, at the border with Akuo. A territorial Grim? Is it a gargantuan Grim like the Gamera? Class-wise, it's a gargantuan Grim, able to influence small ones to do its bidding, but it's not as big, even if it's just as dangerous, maybe more. And you know this Grim? From personal experience. No. I will compile a brief regarding the Grim if you accept to help me. In short, what I want your team to do is choose a confront retrieval mission which will bring you to Fordanum on the day of your final exam. I see. And then you and your team will meet us there? No, just me. My team has no reason to follow me on this fool's errand, not even scholastically. Vacuo students get their credits for the final exam during the year. This is personal, but I can't do it alone. I understand. Talk about it with your teammates and let me know your answer. Alright. May, after your help, how can we not return the favor? You're very kind, but you should discuss it anyway. This is going to be dangerous, and there's no one to save here. This isn't a rescue mission. This is pure selfish revenge. Revenge. He still hasn't gotten over it. Nope. I thought Mr. Bob would have stopped any kind of self-destructive behavior. But maybe its grim instincts have taken over his survival instincts because of Andre's current state of mind? Still, I kinda love to start sleeping in that room again. Any ideas? Oh, I'll just talk to him. Talk to him? I feel a certain affinity to Andre's situation, and I think the reliability will help diffuse his foul mood. Just give me few minutes. What could they possibly have in common? They're both crazy? Go away, I'll kill you. Oh, I'm sure you'd give it your best shot. The problem is my semblance is quite similar in scope to Miss Demrot's new one. It can alter your body's movements without you being able to do anything about it, leaving you completely helpless and powerless. A perfect counter to yours. I've never felt so humiliated. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Of course you have. What? That singular, original, particular time that made you discover hate. That made you decide that nothing mattered more than proving yourself superior. Of course, you didn't ask for the opportunity to do so to drop in your lap. So, rushly, but what could you do other than take it? If you hadn't, someone else would have. I've been there, Andre. I never suffered such excruciating setbacks, true, but that's because I never fell into complacency as you have. Venting on yourself and the wall is useless, charming as that bloodstained crack in that plaster may be. What you need to do is progress. Move forward, have that second realization. Which realization? Tell me. Oh, shut the fuck up, Bob. It's simple, Andre. The realization you need to come to is I'm pretty sure Bob is trying to save you from something if he's trying to stop you from talking to Wesser. That obsessing over them was useless to begin with. The sole fact that you could prove yourself their superior so easily, so early, is proof enough that they were beneath your nose to begin with. But growth isn't exclusive to us. Potential great that it may be must be constantly sharpened and tested to be brought to full fruition. Not to prove yourself to others, not to prove your superiority, but to actually be superior. Be superior? Yes, to stand alone at the top of the world. But well, I would have minded the company of some like-minded individuals. What's life without stimuli, I say. Can you show me the road to the top, boss? This didn't help at all. I'm nowhere closer to guessing at Wesser's motives or plans than I was before. He's just too different. I'm a normal person. I love my family, I love my friends, and I generally don't desire harm on anyone unless they become my enemies. And even then, how can I begin to understand someone who damned his own hometown? Monday, day 148. Wesser was born in Peak? Yes. His tracks going into Beacon were well covered, but Miss Lavender managed to find the archives of a now defunct school for Aura users in a small town in the Vale Kingdom. Among those archives, there was the register of the students, which included details like date and place of birth. A Wesser von Gogh was registered as having been born in Peak. And now, we know who ran interference on the city's last pleas of help to the outside world. His own family? Every single person he has ever known. And he was just a kid? Why? How? Bastard tried to kill Gennaro a second time then. Excuse me? When Evelyn used her semblance on Gennaro during the surgery, she pretty much saw all of her life. And well, she saw much, much more than just her years of solitude in Peak. The effort messed me up, as you know. I started seeing immediately future and past all jumbled together. Like I remember seeing one place from 4 different heights. Probably from 4 different moments in time. I also heard her speak, and her voice was completely different. Not only that, but the amount of time I went back with using my semblance was much longer than Gennaro's age. It's like I saw moments from when she wasn't even created. But that's impossible. Maybe you saw someone else's memories? No, that's not how Evelyn's semblance works. My semblance doesn't see a person's memories, Penny. I don't read minds. What I saw was... You saw her body's memories, is that correct? You can't mean... It's the only explanation that makes any kind of sense. It can't be a switch like what happened to Bella and Thilla, because in that case, Gennaro should retain her memories from before the switch. And if we go with what happened with Titania, Just like me, Janara got her genetics head start from someone else, but the meat and bone of it, as it were, previously belonged to someone else. We were never made from pyroobsidian. We were made from pyroobsidian and someone else's corpse. One of the last things Amber told me before disappearing was that this secret would serve to reveal the depravity of her enemy. Now I understand what she meant. Maybe Gennaro wanting to approach Osbin isn't just about Amber, huh? She has been looking for a clue of any kind of who she might have been in Peak, and she found nothing. Now she has the opportunity to not only help Amber, but also maybe discover something about herself, I guess? She could have tell us about her plan because she couldn't risk us stopping her. No, that's not it. Noah? Whoever had her body may have belonged to before, she's gone. Gennaro is not that person, just like I'm not the Guardian. And Gennaro most probably knows that better than anyone. But then why is she... You were a defense system, Titania. The reason why you existed is clear cut. Gennaro is something else entirely. She's a magic user somehow, and she's supposed to be the guardian of Peak, yet Wisher was allowed to try and do away with her, so... What she really wants to know is, why? Okay, back to training. It's good that we're increasing the aura. Guess boy do we need it. Especially if we want to use Hero again. Let's see, is there a story thing? There is, so we'll save the Cinder thing for later. Hi everyone. Good night, Evelyn. Alright, so lucid dreaming. Let's give it a shot. Headphones on. Penny, are you sure these binaural things won't fry my brain or something? I'm sure, Noah. It will just help you induce lucid dreaming. Well, this is actually a prototype made from the Atlas military, so it won't as much work help induce as actually make it happen. Okay, anything I should remember or be wary of? Nothing of the sort. The lucid dreaming will end when the recording does. Only thing to keep in mind is that it may be more surreal than your average dream. More surreal? Okay, got it. Thanks. Nothing to it. Really, I can only try it. I haven't been able to get in touch with the flame the normal way, and we're running out of time, so lucid dreams it is. I just hope it works. Okay, I'm definitely dreaming. This place was supposed to have burned to the ground. Exactly. It's a place strongly associated with fire for you. So it makes sense that you will find a guy called the Flame in here. Huh. If someone told me it would be so easy, I wouldn't have believed them. Good, because it's not. What? I'm not really the Flame, I'm just a version of him created by your subconscious out of your strong desire to talk to him. My brain is full of fuck right now, so you can't really help me. Yeah, I know, sorry. I only know as much as you know. as you know he knows. So I'm stuck in here with you until that song runs out. Afraid so. So why don't we talk a little about what was on your mind today? Janara. Janara, I know you have at least a theory about where her answers may lie. Corpse or not, the common theme here is magic. At least I thought that Janara was created because they needed a magic user. A well-prepared magic user taught to control pyroblast could potentially have protected Peak from anything, yet Western and the boss left her without any further instructions. Or, hell, even telling her about dust. True, so why make such a powerful weapon and neglect its optimization? There's only 3 people who can potentially know. The boss, Wester, and the person Janara is based on. Now we know that Glinda had a reaction when Peach told her about Janara and mentioned a dangerous grown woman. She also confirmed that it has something to do with the shadow war Ozpin has been fighting. And if we're talking about enemies of Ozpin, the only other person with inside knowledge about that is Cinder. You're gonna ask her? Even if she was willing to tell me about her, she wants something in return. Most probably know about Janara's origins, and that's not something we can share with her. Afraid they're going to get interested in the boss? It's not a fear, it's a certainty. If Ozpin's interest in Janara is personal, and she resembles this grown woman, that means... Oh wow, yeah, it just dawned on me as well. You are from my subconscious, after all. That means maybe Ozpin's secret and all his actions are tied to something personal for him as well? It's possible. Very possible. In a way, that also means that this person Janara resembles may have a personal connection to her and to the boss. Yeah, definitely not telling Cinder about Janara. What if she comes seeking for the information now that Ozpin has gotten interested in Janara? If she noticed, or that person noticed, we need a plan to defuse that. And I think I just had an idea. Okay. Tuesday, day 149. This is the Anime Aoi signing off. I hope you enjoyed. God. Leave a like and subscribe. Please give my channel some help. That's all I can say, really. Talk to you guys later. Bye.